Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. 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 Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
Hi everyone. How's everyone doing today? I'm just going to put my air conditioning on. Oh my God. How's everyone doing? Hello, IG. How are you guys doing? Hello, sweeties. How are you guys doing today? All right. Hi, our dog. Hi, Allegedly Media. How's everyone doing today? Let's get this party started. It was such a beautiful morning because we have this depression that is a weather vane that's coming through. It's hurricane season, but it's at the end of hurricane season. But such a beautiful morning because the weather vane hides the sun, so you kind of get a different type of look. But it's starting to get sticky and hot again, so it is what it is. Hi, Martha Phillips. Good morning. Hi, whatever, Lola. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Miss Net. Hi, Lottie. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's get our talk in for the day. What do we need to know for today? What do we need to know? I'm going to pull way back here. There's a couple of them. So I was going to pull the one on top. I'll pull this one. IG can see it more. Looks like we got this one before. Dreams. Dreams. That's a good one to get a repeat of. Let's see what it says. Good morning and good health to everyone in the chat. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, life is way different here, child. Let me tell you. I'm looking forward to seeing you having lots of fun with loved ones. Thank you, Lottie. Thank you, sweetie. Dreams. Hello, Tracy, and all good health, everyone. Please take care of yourselves. Thank you. Hi, Lisa D. Good morning and good health to everyone. Good health to everyone. Hi, Enlighten. All right, let's get our report of the day. Dreams. This is for you. Waves of healing energy flow through you as you sleep, subconsciously restoring balance and healing unresolved emotional issues. Has anyone ever thought about using your sleep as a restorative method, right? We know that it is a restorative placement, sleeping. But have you ever thought about doing it intentionally? That you go to sleep to restore and reset the stresses of the day. A lot of people refuse to sleep. And I never understood that. It takes practice to lay down and allow your body to sleep, because sleep in itself is restorative. Hi, American Amy. Do you know what I mean? So we have to start looking at sleep as an entity that draws us to our beds, that that uh, 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 allows us, pushes us, graces us with the ability to lay our heads down. So, sister, I have been listening to restoring vibrations. Good girl. And it takes practice, right? For so many years, we have been taught to run, 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 worry, 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 always, always worried about our jobs, right? To the point where we bring it home with us, the stresses, right? And many people have fitful sleep. That means you're fighting in your bed. Like, we got to stop this. I believe in rest. Yes, yes. And if you want to call it lazy, then call me lazy. Like, I luxuriate. If I could just, and not, I just got a sofa, put my feet up, watch some YouTube like this, especially on my lunch hour. I always have a Linus type of, uh, uh, mm, it's either a t-shirt or something. There's, that's my MO. Like, I carry this Linus thing and snug it under my chin. Mm-mm. I love resting. When I used to work, I used to rest in my car. Turn it on, put some air on or heat, whatever the case may be. Put on some, now it's like mantra type of music. Back in the day, it was very soft, subtle music. And just put my head back and just relax my body. And I would go to sleep. And if you've got 20 minutes of something like that, you can go back to work a better person, you know? Yes, thank you, Lottie. Yes, luxuriate. I love that word, actually. Just Nadia says, yes, my 20s, as you should, because that's what you're impressed upon to do, to exhaust yourself in your 20s. In my 30s, I restore and heal, says just Natalia. I get my wind back in my 40s. Imagine taking your control back. Reset and restore. Yes. Hi, Miss Shelley, baby. Hi, Kamel. So it takes practice, though, everyone. It's not easy to switch off what society has said you must do, you must do, you must worry about your job, you must go to school, and you must pay your bills, and you must. And then when the cell phones came, you must stay in your phones, and it's like we're overloaded. That's why I love COVID. I love the COVID experience that we're in, because it's teaching people to quietly quit. It's teaching people that the way we were living was seriously, we were zombies. We weren't loving each other. We weren't loving our children. Like, it was a lot. I love that people are relocating, right? Getting Zen by just selling their house and packing up and just leaving and having a whole new experience, right? But the other thing that's going to be so important with anything that you're doing, any elevation, any change, any restructuring, is to remember to sleep. Right. We talked about this, Sophia. 3 3:30 is the spiritual hour. So if you're spiritual, or if your body is ready for spirituality, you will wake up at the spiritual hour. Yes, you are in FL like me. What does that mean? American Amy. Are you saying Florida? Um, so you guys, slow it down, everyone. Slow it down. You're being woke at the spiritual hour. That is the spirit world knocking at your spiritual door and saying, something's changing. I want to acknowledge the change. Oh, Florida. I'm close to Florida. I'm in the Caribbean, but I'm very close to Florida. But I do get that Florida weather. It's very important that when you wake up, don't get frustrated. Just say to Spirit, what do you want me to know? And lay there. And let Spirit talk to you in your own voice. All right? The spiritual hour is anywhere between 3:30, 3 o'clock, and 5:30. More at 5:30 because that's when the sun makes its breakthrough, around 5:30-ish. All right? So that's the last minute that Spirit can come through. Mm-hmm. Miss Net Net, you all are doing the same thing. So focus, everyone. Focus. We're not talking about the spiritual hour, but I do want you to understand there's a reason for the spiritual hour. You all are growing. And the beginning stage of that is ask Spirit, what do they want you to know? So practice that and let's see how much changes come through you. Because Spirit will talk to you in your own voice. All right? But for right now, we're talking about sleeping. Sleep. Let's finish up. You're welcome, American Amy. So, again, waves of healing energy flow through you as you sleep, subconsciously restoring balance and healing an unresolved emotional issue. So, from now on, learn to get in your bed and say, I'm going to sleep to restore. I'm going to sleep to restore. I'm going to sleep to restore. An issue which most probably stems from a past life is still being processed and healed in your dream state. Hi, Shay, Florida. You may not be aware of the issue that impacts negatively on your life. It manifests through unexplained negative feelings, self-doubt, and fear, sometimes irrational fear. The good news is that there's nothing you need to do. Be patient, Allow the process without trying to make sense of it. Trust, for you will soon be free of the negativity that so often has sabotaged your progress in the past. A brighter, more confident you will soon emerge. So that's the message for today. Who needed that message? Everyone? I gotta tell you guys, sometimes I get these messages and sometimes I feel like they're for me. This one's not for me. So who is this for? Dream. And don't forget to say, I'm going to sleep to restore. There you go, soul sister. I'm going to sleep to restore. Say that as you get into bed. Doesn't matter to me if you have the TV on, right? I'm okay with all of that. But as you're getting into bed and as you're putting your head on that pillow, I love that part. I love that part. I'm obsessed with the final act of putting my head down. I'm obsessed with that moment. I'm thinking about it right now. I love that part. I love to put my head down on my pillow. For me, I don't have a TV in my bedroom, but I do have my computer. So I go to bed watching, HGTV, any number of those shows. I just like home improvement shows. And I just leave it on until I pass out. It's okay if you don't dream. That's very common, especially for spiritual people. A lot of spiritual people don't dream. So when I do have a dream, oh, child, write it down because it is vivid. Yes, Tunisia, I've learned sleep helps relieve stresses of life. Yes, absolutely. Hello, everyone on IG. I normally have heavenly sweet dreams. I'm jealous. Lottie, that's beautiful. Because I have bad dreams and I've dealt with sleep paralysis before. Oh, Lord, child. Not good. You know, let's talk about that. You can tell your body you will not accept sleep paralysis. You tell your body that I'm going to sleep to restore. I must wake up. Remember the children's prayer. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. I hate that prayer. I want to wake up, but I'd rather wake up. Add that at the end. My dreams and vision, a lot of people are like that I can see happening in the future. A lot of people are like that. Oh, I know what sleep paralysis is, but tell your body you're not accepting that anymore. You can heal your body from almost anything. And sleep paralysis is one of those things. You're probably traveling and not getting back in. That's really what's happening. So tell your body, unacceptable. I must wake up. Your body will listen to you. I go to sleep and restore. Thank you, Sherry. Oh, you were explaining it to someone in the chat. Oh, okay. Oh, child, I get so confused. I keep forgetting y'all talk to each other. I don't know what blue light paralysis is. What's that? Oh, I don't have my phone on me. What's that? Oh, I can look over here. I don't know what that is. I usually play frequency music. My dreams are vivid, yes. Minor visions, yes. All right. Yes, say it with authority. Okay. I used to lay down heavily recently. I've been constantly preparing my mind to relax. I awaken much lighter and renewed. I love that. I met my father's mother in a dream who I never met. We had a beautiful conversation. That is so cool. Write that down. Write that down. She's on it. Astral projection has a phase where you don't feel your flesh's body anymore. Yes. That's usually what happens when you have sleep paralysis. So you're probably traveling, and you're not getting back in. And then when you get back in, you're struggling because the soul has to fit in again. It's like, oh, how do I fit in? Also, keep a bottle of water to drink by your bed. When you get older, you need water by your bed. When you're younger, you don't think you need it, but everyone should keep a bottle of water by their bed. Makes sense. My dad was froze while awake. He could move his eyes, and a blue light took over the room. Mom, pregnant with me, rolled over and spoke a different language. I tease her about E.T.'s sidekick. But is that this blue light paralysis? Is that something that's real, or is that something that just happened to your dad? Because it sounds like a form of Epstein-Barr, which is sometimes all over body paralysis, but you can move your eyes and that's it. So I never heard of blue light paralysis unless that's a spiritual experience significant to your parents. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is water to drink. The last thing I do before I go to bed is drink water. It doesn't mean I drink the whole bottle. But the last thing I do before I put my head down is drink water. Hold on. Mm, I'm very thirsty today, which I have to be careful because I spent 2 days in the street and that kind of gives me a little bit of sunstroke. And the first sign with me is drinking too much. What was I going to say? You can run cross country, just train for it. Yes, sleep paralysis is frightening. You got to talk to your body. You got to ask yourself, what is making that happen? And you have to tell your body that you don't like it, you don't appreciate it. You too could be astral planing, and you might want to stop that. I used to astral plane. I think the last time I had that experience, I was living in Koreatown. Like I used to have it as a kid. It left me, then it came back, and I noticed I astral planed when I was near a window. Like literally, it was right on top of the window. And I started astral planing, and I didn't like it. Yes, talk to your body. You can heal all of that. Hi, sweets. You can heal. You can heal. Let me tell you what two things you could heal your body with: communicating to yourself, water, and walking. But like guys, I'm seriously supposed to be, I am legally disabled, but I'm supposed to be physically looking that way. That's why you guys see me wobble. Weebles wobbles, but she don't fall down. I wobble because of a disability, right? But I refuse to be that. I refuse to be that. And so I just had to communicate with my body that we were not going to do this. I felt like I was way too young to have this disability. And I asked my body to work with me and work with my mind and work with my strength and stamina. And it took about 8 years, but I'm fully recovered. But if I travel as disabled because I can never, never get through the airport. So I always travel as disabled because that's a safety measure. When you what you describe as sleep paralysis isn't that you are paralyzed. Huh? You're lucid in a dream, maybe. When it happens over your third eye, I don't know if it's any, I can't say all of that, right? There's different methods as to why people are getting sleep paralysis. I don't know. I want to be open to anything. Not everybody astral planes. Some people go to sleep and start to, what I believe, I might be saying it wrong, but they go under, right? And when they literally, their mind can literally go into the outer world. And they'll have experiences with relatives. And that's just as real as anything. And then some people find that world so beautiful, they might have a hard time coming back. And the outer world might push them back, like, no, get back in there. And so you might struggle to come back. That could be a form of paralysis too. So there's no specific thing. Everyone has a different thing that's going on, you know? And it could be anything. I'm afraid to constantly label something, right? It's a form of spirit traveling, but I'm not sure everybody's traveling up. When you have an out-of-body experience, it comes out and travels up. Some people can just lay there and go in, still traveling. But I don't know if it has to, like, let's be careful. Let's not be so 2019, right? The education of could get you stuck. So be careful that we think we have to label something. That's the human world. Be more fluid in your language so that you can have the freedom to understand you might be doing something different than somebody else. None of it has to look the same, but there are labels for it. It just doesn't have to be exact. Does that make sense? Ashe. Just Ivy gets it. Thank you. Yeah, the reason why you all had it as children is because you're open. You're open to magic. You're open to the mystery, and you believe. Even your parents help you to believe, right? So you will get it as children. As you get older, there's a stigma attached to it. Like, how do you tell your mom or dad at 13 that you visited gargoyles in your dreams? They'll get scared. And you'll see their reaction. And then you'll be like, oh, maybe this is something I can't share. And then you learn not to share. And at that point, you begin to release all the magic that's in you. And then it comes back on you later at the spiritual hour. And that's when everybody goes, I'm seeing sequencing, I'm getting up at 3:35. No, that was always you. You just released it to be human, which is okay. But it never stays gone. ever. And so when the spirit world wants to tap at your psychic door, they do it easy. They do it in sequence of numbers. You know, the same series of birds will keep showing up, right? Same incidences. Like there's a commercial out right now where the guy goes, I want to go back to school. And the wife goes, you know, I think Phoenix said that you can get your master's for 11K, right? And then he gets coffee and it's like 1111. And then he sees a sign that says 11. And, you know, he's got an address, 1111 Court Street, right? And then it dawns on him. He wakes up and he goes, wait a minute, 11. And so you can connect it back to the school, that spirit talking to him. Okay, Morningstar, way too deep. You're having your own show now. Way too deep. Pull your energy back. Yeah, Morningstar, you're way too out there. I'm so happy you're having this experience, but some things are too strong. And I don't want to leave all the mystical misfits with questions. They will learn as you learned, slowly. That's a good thing that you just said. I've always been able to spiritually hear. So have I. So have I. Um, but I also had to ask for it, right? So there's this book called, in many series of this book, Conversations with God. Right now, in my book club, we are reading. In my book club on Saturdays, we are reading The Alchemist, right? And we're almost done with it. We're almost done with it. So maybe we have 2 more, 3 more weeks. I think I'm going to take a break, but when I come back, we're going to read Conversations with God. When I read Conversations with God, in the first chapter, I said to God, I want this. I want this communication with you. I didn't believe it would happen, but I wanted it. And once I said it and opened up and asked for it, I have a lot of conversations with God, Jesus, the spiritual world. I saw something the other day and I said I won't forget. And it was an odd thing. Now I can't remember. Who did I see in my dream? Damn it. Um, oh, Sophia, that's exciting to even get bigger answers. Oh, I think I need to read it again. Well, if you want to join the book club, we are on page 86. So if you want to read up to 86, I you'll you'll invest in learning as a group. Um, Never Give Up says Spirit has been talking to me a lot lately. Yes. Um, and yeah, don't be afraid to reread a book. I can almost promise you, you might have missed something. I can promise you that. So, what I decided to do was read it out loud in the book club on Saturdays. And then we talk about some points in the book, right? Um, in any case. Oh, now I'm not sure where we're at. We could be at page 80. I think we're at page 80. Page 80. Do you think sometimes traumatic situations says a child can trigger your ability to hear spiritually so? again, you got to give me more than just that. You have to give me an example, and then we can talk about the example. Like, to make blanket statements, yes, no, maybe, like, it's too vague. Yes, yes. My book club read the Four Agreements as well. And I have, let me see something. I also have cards of the Four Agreements. These cards are really adorable, by the way. And here's what I've learned from reading my books, right? Again, talk to your body. I tell my soul, whatever I read, I may not remember. I tell my soul to retain it. Oh, do you think sometimes traumatic situations, say a child, can trigger your ability to hear spiritually? Okay, being removed from where you've always lived to go somewhere you've never known with your parents. It just depends. The earth is different where you're going. The house, the house has bones. Like, you never know. The answer again, it's yes or no. It all depends. You don't know who died there. You don't know who died on the land. There are so many factors that could make a big difference. Some people are sensitive to the outer world, some people aren't. So just relocating, it's not enough information still. It's so fast. Oh, thank you, Lottie. Lottie goes, the Saturday book club is so fascinating. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. All right, guys, it's 10:59. I've got to get ready for my job. Oh, you have the Four Agreements book, but you've never read it? Yeah, read it. Read it. It's a good book. It's a good book. It really teaches the agreements that we came down on this earth to maintain. We forget it. So at least this book helps your soul to revisit your agreement with God. All right? All right, guys. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Thank you for this conversation. It was really good. I always know when you guys need something. So I'm proud that we were able to have these conversations. Bye, guys.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
lot of you guys were like, well, what did you wear? And because the video was so far away, I was not prepared. And I was tired, and I had the craziest week ever, so I didn't take a picture. But I did it for you now that I promised. So, what is a show without an outfit, right? Okay, so basically, I had just some